Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing? Let's get this party started right here. Good morning, Ken. Good morning, Adam. All right, so let's just start with NQ and go from there. We have a one candle reversal, and a one candle reversal here is gonna set the stage for us testing 13247, which is Globex. We are in the body of the Globex band right now, so we want to see how that's going to get tested right at the open here in about 3 minutes. But against that high of 324, which is the swing trade stop for this rotation, going short at the open into that Globex is not a bad look to this market. So I'm gonna start looking into that. Let's see here if we can. About 3 minutes. I'd rather see a fresh harmony wave. We may not get it. I mean, I may just want to just get in here. Let's see if we can get an entry. Hey, good morning, Chima. How are you, buddy? Okay, guys. So they picked us off on one of the contracts. My target is 47. Us getting to Globex, and here we go. I mean, let's see if we need at least target number 2.
Recording in progress. All right, let's go.
How about that? How about that? We're getting there. We're getting there. All right. So that was the first trade of the day. Basically short at the open into Globex. And let's see if I can get back in again. All right, and that's the two. Oh wow, look at that. Look at that bounce. All right, so we did two contracts and we ended up up basically $731, right? After commission, right off the bat, at the open, we went short and gathered that money. So what was the rationale behind it? Very quickly here, so we could move on to the next decision. We were in a 200 NT Rinko and 100 NT Rinko, both of them were short, right? Right after open. A natural draw to price action is always Globex. So that was my target. And we had a harmony wave short. The market ran into it initially, and I got short the first contract. Market made a captain setup long here without a confirmation, and it failed. So that becomes a sell signal, and I added one more contract to it. So contract one, contract two, and I exited into Globex, resulting in this outcome, which is $731. Hell, we could call it a day and move on, right? But there's more bullets in my quiver, in my belt, more arrows in my quiver, and let's just keep working this market. Doing good, Shima. Doing good, man. Making money. So what we're seeing right now at this current time, that the 200 and the 100 are out of sync, right? And with that puts me in a pause, in a holding pattern. Good morning, Omer. How are you? Couple of things got to happen. One, we have to trade under Globex. Two, market can run up past the 13,300, but as long as it doesn't break below 323, there's potential for continuation on the short side. If they break above 323, then that will change the personality of that behavior right here. And you could tell that the market is not, it has a bounce in it. So right now, it's early in the day. I mean, we recognized something at the open and we took advantage of it. Ultimately, the trend here is long, and the shorts are the one on their back heel, and they need to prove themselves. Good morning, John. How are you? All right. They put a captain setup short on the 50 NT Rinko. So I want to see if I can get involved here in a good way. Let me see. Oh, we could be going back to that 47. Come on, baby. Any pause here? Target number one. Come on, come on, come on. Boom, out. I'm out. All right, that was a good one. So let me see if I can get back a rally. Let me tell you what happened here is look at that. I mean, that's just a standard run of the mill trades right here. Captain set up short. We all know that one, right? Captain set up short. Chima got some of it. Good for you. Yeah, I mean, that was just not nothing fancy. Classic one. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You see what we got going on here. Let's see what we got going on. So we made on that decision 375. So we're up 1107 so far. Let's just keep playing. Let's not keep counting money. Let's just keep playing the game, and money will come, right? So they're putting on more transition, more harmony waves right here. Hey, Yanis, how are you? Good morning. Good morning. One, two. Okay. So what are they doing right here? Like, let's just talk this through. Well, what is the market doing? I mean, they are in the body of this transitional band, right? In that transitional band, but the Globex band. And typically, that's an area where price action can get very choppy. And looking at the 200 NT Rinko and the 100, we're getting a market that is disconnected. So I'd rather be short than long, generally here. However, I'm not going to commit to another trade till I see the 100 NT Rinko reverse again. And it looks like we may even close that 23 level the way the price is moving, because it's keeps pushing away. Like, okay, so we made a low into Globex, we made a higher low right now. So that's just not necessarily a very negative behavior. And we're going back up to that captain set up short on the 50 NT Rinko, the market did. So it's early in the morning at 8:42. We haven't even passed the first 15 minutes. So let's just be patient. I mean, if they close below 300, that will set up a 30 NT Rinko captain set up short. I'll play that game for one contract if they do that. Yeah. They're not playing that game with me either. Yeah, here we go. No, so that's not gonna happen. Trying to figure out why I keep going short. We keep making money, but I think in the past 2-3 days, I haven't taken a single long. Made money though. All right, so we're hitting target number. Oh, here we go. So 200 and 100 in sync on long side now. Can't ignore that. Can't fade that. Just gonna let them play. I mean, if they pull back and give me an entry point, I can take it, but the behavior here is almost like a resumption of long behavior. So market pulls back, gives you a one candle reversal. Target number 3 is 13,380. Ken, how are we doing, buddy? Good job, Shima. John, how are we doing? Waiting. Okay, sounds good. How did we do though? You're done for the day. How did we do? We gotta connect, Chima. We gotta connect, man. It's been a while. It's been a minute. Only up 562 while we're getting greedier now. It's good decisions and you made money off of it. Doesn't matter how much. One trade at a time, baby. One trade at a time. Just enjoy the game. Enjoy the game. And trust me, it is a game. So what we seeing here? Okay, so they're expanding outside that Globex band. So what are we seeing here? I mean, they're holding the price above above that 23, 24. They're just not pushing right now. And they're they established on the 20 NT Rinko a channel on the downside, channel number one. So really, what I would, if I'm gonna get long, I want to see a cloud that is positive and that first reaction in and around the beginning of the harmony wave. If I see that, then I can participate. Otherwise, right now, it looks like the market is going to go back and fill in the body of the Globex band. I wouldn't go short in it either. It's just one of those things where I just need a little bit of information. We're early in the morning. We're 9 minutes to the top of the hour. Let's take a look at the news and see if we have anything of significance coming up. Natural gas storage at 10:30. You had FO, well, that's a good one. We have FOMC at 11 o'clock Central. FOMC Mester speaks. Beyond that, really nothing going on. Okay, so now we're getting that disconnect between 200 and 100, right? And that puts us in a position where we have to wait for the market to reconnect itself and get in harmony, which means that we can get back up to that 334 level and or now 320 level. So we're going to break up there. And the odds are they're going to, like I said, they're going to be backing and filling here a little bit. And ultimately, if we go all the way down to Globex again and break that level, that would be a significant event for the day for the shorts. That means rally back up or shortable, and we can size up in that behavior as well. And the way they're doing it, though, look at how they're doing it. They're just unrelenting. Unrelenting. Target 1, 2, 3 got hit. Target number 4 in the sequence is 221, and that is well below the 47 Globex price action. And good morning, Sheila. How are you? So what do we see here? Well, the 200 and the 100 back in sync on the long side now. 4 minutes to the top of the hour. Serious. Hey, good morning, Samir. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, good morning, Samir. How are you, buddy? So what am I waiting on here? Okay, so it's 9 o'clock right now. Yeah, we're spending time just bouncing around. That's all what we're doing right here. I mean, they're giving us phases within the 20 NT Rinko that we can take advantage of if we just kind of look at that by itself. And also you got the 200 and the 100 right now is in sync on the long side, but the quality of price action, you're getting these drops of 30-point drops. And typically the market that is just very, very solid on the long side. the price behaves a little bit different. I mean, they keep coming every time it dips. They keep coming in. I mean, they dropped it here, came back up. They dropped it here, they came back up in it. So really, for the shorts to take any control, the 246.50s, I mean that, or the 247 Globex has to break down. Otherwise, right now 200 and 100 are in sync on the long side, very choppy, and pullbacks are buyable, but we got to do it in a very selective way here. Ultimately, the goal the goal here is to see a close of 50. Go to 50. That would be the continuation trade higher. And if we get there, then target number 3, which is 380, is in line.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled. Order canceled. Target filled.
Yeah, they got me on that one. So that's what I'm talking about. You see how they're just not holding it. They're not holding it. All right, let's see what that did. Actually, it's not as bad. So we took 356, 59, and 124. So we're up 624 for the day, and let's just keep working. I mean, they put a captain setup right here, so I can't stay in that trade any longer. See, and the funny thing is, we're still in, like the 200 and the 100 are still in sync. Okay, so if we're breaking 83, yeah, here we go, 80. So now the market is out of sync again. So right here in this zone, we needed to see a continuation behavior. So there was a switch trade that triggered at 24.75 and market ran up to 30, close to 31. And I took that rotation. Good morning, safe. For a continuation trade, and that failed. So got stopped out on that one. And now we're sitting here waiting to see the market get back in sync. How would they do that? How would they do it? 323 and a quarter. So if they get up to 323 and a quarter, then the market is back in sync on the long side. Otherwise, Globex can be a possibility for the shorts. And I'm gonna be more selective with this type of market. So we had, I don't know, like 3 decisions so far. 2 of them were profitable. 1 of them was a stop. We're up a little bit of money. And we just need to be very selective in an environment that is not momentum and not decisive. And we keep playing around this Globex band. Make sense? So certain behaviors we're looking for, example is continuation trades. And if they're not happening and or the market is doing, I mean, I was saying that it was, they keep deep, the pullbacks are deep and persistent. It's like 30 points, no pauses for the most part. The same thing here. The difference between them is you got this one continuing. So that tells me there is a bit of distribution going on at these levels and above the Globex band. Yeah, let's keep working here. Here we go, Globex, and let's see. Yeah, see, I mean, that was an opportunity from the market to continue, and it failed it, and that was a major move from that. Our stop was legitimate against that level. Now the question is, how can we get in on the short side in a meaningful way? We need what we need is a couple of things. A new harmony wave, and I'll get involved in that one. Yeah, good job, Adam. And now the market is in sync on the short side, so we could take, I mean, I can get aggressive here and take a little bit of risk, and it's going to be a range trade. And I didn't, on NT8, I don't see Ken, I don't see a captain set up short on the 50 NT Rinko. I'll pull that up here in a second.
Order submitted.
So we want to see a bounce off Globex because you know they're going to do it, right? So I'm not going to just jump in here. So Ken, there was a switch trade right here. It's a beautiful one actually, but it's a switch trade, not a captain setup. See if I can get involved in a trade here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, that's good. I want to see a bounce. They're, you know, they're gonna mess around. This is a bit on the aggressive side, and I'm trading in a range. So just don't blindly follow me here on this one. Just look at it, see the logic of it. I'm, I'm mumbling here, but a trade that would be safer one is to see the actual harmony wave come in
Order filled.
and then get involved. Okay. So, but I'm range trading here. So basically almost like building a position for a bigger target.
Order submit. Order filled.
Where's the goal? In the low 30s, into the 20s and the 10s. Here it comes.
Order filled.
Added some more. All right, so I covered some to pay for the trade, and I'm looking for rallies as an opportunity to get short some more.
Order canceled.
I covered some more at target number 2, leaving one contract for a bigger move, and rallies are shortable for me.
Order submitted.
Captain set up short. If they give me
Order
if they give me some, that'll be good here. Well, at least we'll try that. I mean, we need the flush, for God's sake, and we need to flush into 209.75, target number 3, which this formation should produce an attempt at that 96. There you go, target number 2. Now we need to see that bleed, and it's just a slow. Yeah.
Order submitted.
Here we go. That's what I wanted to see. It's exactly what I wanted to see. All right, baby, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Make me some money. Make me some money. And
Canceled.
target taken. And we still have one more. we burst into anything around the 96, I would be exiting my last one. Oh yeah, that was beautiful, Yanis. That's a switch trade. I don't know why I didn't even take more there. That's a good one. Come on, the flush.
Order canceled.
Thank you.
Connection lost.
Thank you. So on that decision, I had 2 more contracts. Yeah, so we ended up making quite a chunk of change, about 35.45. Let's keep playing the game. So what, I mean, let's think of the logic of it. What happened? 200 NT Rinko got in sync with the 100. I mean, basically both of them got in sync with the closure at 248. So that tells me that we have a switch trade on the 200 NT Rinko. And typically, after an extension of that magnitude, close to target number 3, the odds of them closing that candle to 323, producing a captain setup long at that higher level is low. It's not 100%, but it's very low. So then the probability of a continuation trade that could take me to 26 is high. So now this is where a bit of the risk taking kind of came in, and I said that early on in this trade. Don't just follow me, because I'm going to take a bit more risk in a range. So I got short here, which beautiful, added. So 1, 2, 3. So I had 3 contracts. Then I waited through all of this, and I'm looking for the market to produce a harmony wave again. And the minute they did it, I got in, added 1 and 1, so a total 5. Needed to pay for the trade. Okay, so I took target number 1 on 3 contracts, and I took 1 here and added once the market gave me another short signal in that rotation. Now, right here, Yanis took that switch trade and a captain setup. That's a captain setup switch trade. And be honest with you, I left some money on the table by not adding to that specific signal, because that is just textbook right here. That is textbook. So, however, we held toward target number 3. When it paused, I took 1 and I left 1. And my target was I have multiple targets now. One of them is target number 4, 161. And that will be, if I want to really hold on to a bigger move, that would be the target. But I decided to take it right at the conclusion of the Globex band. And you typically see them come to that level, pause, and consolidate. And you're seeing that behavior right now. So that's the logic, that's the execution, and that's the result. All right, so what are we seeing right now, though? What we're seeing is what we expected to happen around the bottom of the Globex session, which is this type of consolidation, backing and filling, and disconnecting. They haven't disconnected on the short side yet, but we're getting a bit of a pause. Well, it helps, Adam, if you have the bow and arrow. Yeah, you're funny. Oh yeah, man. I'm still healing from that little arrow in the hand. That was not fun. Trust me. Nasty scar. But my trading hand never got hurt. That's the most important part. Yeah, yeah, it's a holy hand for sure. So at the bottom of this Globex band, I want to see a bit. I want to see another harmony wave basically before I get involved in anything right now. So I'm gonna leave this market alone. Let them try to rebalance and build more stops. They're gonna run it up and run it down and play uh, that game, and they're gonna play it because look where we at on the 200 NQ Inco. 167 is the middle of the range. So that's just an area where a bit of a pausing behavior can present itself. So we don't want to get involved in that. And we'll just basically wait for the premium behavior to show up and we'll jump in. My day's not over yet. All right, so what we're seeing here is kind of the behavior that we kind of expected out of this market, which is they come down to the Globex band, the bottom end of the Globex band, and they consolidate and they do back and fill behavior. And the natural place for the market to go is to back to Globex to retest. So now the market is out of sync between the 200 and the 100, and we're waiting for a couple of scenarios to present themselves. One of them, market coming back down to 210, will get the market in sync on the short side. If we go back up to 273, that will set the stage for the 200 and the 100 to be in sync on the long side. And we need to kind of explore that idea all the way back up to 300 and potentially higher. So really, depending on what the market wants to do here, we are in the Globex kill zone. This band that I'm showing you here is a band that when the price is just basically ping pong bouncing around within it, it gives rotations that are basically are not a momentum rotations. They're just rotations where it is designed to build stops. I mean, there's opportunities within it, but typically within that Globex range, I try to undertrade. The only thing that got me active on the short side is we got into that band with an actual signal, a switch trade signal. So that made it easy for me to actually make that decision. But otherwise, we're trading in this little 100-point range. I typically just back off a little bit. So at this point, a couple of things got to happen. That 73 needs to happen, and us breaking above the 300 needs to happen for the longs, or a resumption that will get us to 222, and then we can start pushing lower. But it looks like we're going to close higher, and then we'll see if the market has any strength to overtake the 300 and the 323. If you find yourself up money as of this point, cut your size, cut your frequency, and be more of an observer of price action here. Because the longer we consolidate, eventually we'll break out, but you don't necessarily want to make your bets when everybody else is making them, if that makes any sense. You want people to make their bets, and then one of the sides of that bet being wrong. Then you participate there, because that's when momentum starts to pick up. So I'm going to get a tally here. How are we doing so far? Adam, how are we doing, buddy? You had a 35-point winner, up 2K. That's a good day, man. You're very good at getting there. Just keep it and call it a day. I mean, and nothing wrong with 2K. Yanis, how are we doing? I know you took that one switch trade. That was a beautiful one, up 180. Good job. John and Ken, Chima, I think you're up. Chima, you're up 500, and you, Omer's up 150. Richard and John. No good. Okay, that's fine. I mean, let's just keep it small, and let's talk about what this market is doing. Hopefully that will help you get on the right track. Uh, yeah, and I caught two mahi-mahis and one. The vacation was incredible, man. But I ended up catching two mahi-mahis. They were not big; they're small, but they're edible. And I caught a big nasty eel, and I fought that thing for over half an hour. It was loads of fun though. Let's see if I have pictures. Yeah, I fish and I hunt, and I love both equally. That's what Adam was making fun of me earlier on for. I bow hunt, rifle hunt, but I got into this uh, bow hunting business. Yeah, that's what we're talking about, Omer. Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, I'll show you some pictures here. Give me a second. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Try to send this email. All right, so you're seeing this, right? We're seeing that behavior again. See, they came, trapped everybody around Globex and produced a harmony wave short. Market got in sync at 223, and now we're pushing toward the bottom end of that range. We do, Adam. We do. I mean, the strategy is literally what I did today. It's exactly right. You wanna see an expansion. Like, okay, so you swing trade when you expand above and beyond, above and below it. When you're in it, you are taking these waves, harmony waves, and trading them on a scalping basis. So I position myself perfectly for a switch trade that the market did here. So my positioning was, okay, I'll get short with that stop above the 321 and then look for the bottom end of the range in order to exit. If we were trading outside that range and that same scenario happened, I'm more willing to hold on for of some of these contracts for bigger targets. But the fact that we are in this kill zone of Globex, and you see how they get literally to the bottom end of it, and boom, they get in the middle of the range and they fade. Here we exited that position, but that's based on that observation that the market comes into that level and bounces right back up. So we needed the market to prove itself below the 200, 13,200. And I wasn't willing to give him any money to prove it. If they prove themselves and start punching in 150, then that tells me that this type of momentum is going to continue. And in essence, even that trade was a counter trend trade in the bigger Renko bar of 200, right? Because it's quite obvious that we are trending higher. So I'm counter trending inside the Globex zone, and that I have to treat that a bit differently than if we are trading above it or below it. Now look what happened yesterday, right? This is the kill zone, Globex kill zone right here. What did the market do? Traded above it and over and over, and it just kept going higher and higher and higher. That's when the market is trending. Look at this idea right here. Same thing. Same thing here. They got into that zone and blasted above it. Early in the morning on the 29th, they closed under that zone and blasted below it. So that's the type of behavior where things can start to pick up momentum. So on a swing trade basis, where you could position yourself not for 10 points and 20 points, we're looking for 100 and 200 and 300 point moves. That is going to be a very instrumental tool that will guide us into understanding what the market is doing. And when it expands above or below it, then I know serious players, serious direction is going to be happening. All right, so now the market is in harmony on 200 and the 100. So they came and tested Globex one more time, and they gave us a lower high. So now the market uh, is setting itself up as long as we continue to trade under 47 for a push below the Globex band and potentially go to 64. So I'm on the lookout for a signal in this area to go short. All right, so what do we do here? Yeah, so I mean, they're bouncing it back. I mean, I can play that game here. Let's see if we can get another harmony wave.
Order filled.
Come on, baby, let's go. That's one. And let's see if we can get the push. $47.
Order filled. Stop
Yeah, I'm
filled.
gonna stop myself out here. It's not. It's noisy. It's noisy. And I don't want to see 47 and all that stuff. So I'll just take a quick small stop and move on. And I will wait for the market to expand outside this range. So that's where we at 29.56 and looking for the next one. I mean, they put a captain setup switch trade. So literally, if we break 216, I'll jump back in. Yeah, take care, John. Let us know how we can help you. Yeah, you could tell they were trying to do it.
Order filled.
I'll take it. I'll add to it too. Here it comes.
Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted. Order submitted. Order canceled. Order canceled.
So we took two. Let's see if we can break that thing. I mean, it's just one of those things where I have to kind of tighten up my reins on this trade. And the trade paid for itself. Obviously, that rotation, I was tight with it, but I just didn't feel like I want to sit through a 47 retest. So I took that stop and kind of moved on. Now we want to see that break below 3,200. I mean the 200, and they're gonna, yeah, look at that madness. That's the nature of trading in Globex, is what you're seeing right there. I don't know what if we made money here or not. Yeah, we made a little bit of money. A little bit of money. So over 250 bucks on that rotation. I have a good feeling that we will burst through that level solid. Yeah, a lot of noise here, a lot of noise. Which is to be expected. A lot of noise. Good job, Omer. Good job. Small or big, as long as you made good decisions, that's the name of the game. Some days you make it big, some days you make it small, some days you give the market a little bit of money, as long as you are in control of every aspect of that process. It's exactly what it is. And that's why I typically shy away from Globex trading, but I find myself here trying to push for a break. And be honest with you, it's not a bad spot either, because you got the 200 NT Rinko short and you have a switch trade on the 100, and my stop is 47. So my entries here have a low value stop relative to the swing trade. So that's not a bad area to start playing with it. I mean, we gave up a little bit of money here, made it right back on that side, and now we're seeing ourselves making a potential captain setup on the long side. So that's significant. I mean, that could set the stage for a run up that will close the 72. So the shorts are not convincing here. I mean, in the way they can be convincing is to break that 2016 again. But if we go and close that captain setup long on the 100 NT Rinko, yeah, there's a possibility, a big one, that we see 72. And that will set the stage for a retest of the 300. Here you go. There you go. That captain setup. Woof. Hot. That's hot. I got in there and boom. Got it done. And the key was to, at least to me, not to get trapped in any of this. I mean, that's the win, really, be honest with you, is not getting trapped and recognizing the minute we got that captain set up long on 47, that, you know, things are, the personality just changed. I have to be able to see that. I have to be able to see the early signs of the market changing personality. And the fact that we could not break into or below the Globex band, and then doing a switch trade here, another switch trade right there at 242, and the market closing at 47, giving us a captain setup. None of that stuff is a long behavior. I mean, a short behavior. Like, okay, if they are serious about the shorts, then they needed to, right when I got in there, which was a, you know, great entry, they needed to break that 197 and the 200, and just, they faded it. They just did not do it. Yeah, I mean, not breaking that lower level was a sign, because you're always in trading, you're measuring. You're measuring really two fundamental things: your expectations and what the market is doing. So if we expected a break below that 200 and the market is pausing, the next question I'm asking myself is why? Why are we having buyers stepping in here and holding the price when what needs to happen is a clear break and conviction? So that is sign number one. Now, sign number two is, you see that captain set up long right here? Yeah, oh yeah, I know he's speaking. He'll be speaking too. I mean, that could be a factor into that deal, but just from the pure price action, I'm looking at this captain subs like, okay, well, if that broke down, which it did here, now it needs to hold as a resistance to any move higher. And guess what? It did it here, and then it failed it with the switch trade. Now the market is on the move. Well, you have a 47 captain set up long. So now you have two things that should have been short as an expectation, and the market told me no and no. It's not short. It's not short. Now you literally have a signal that is a captain set up long on the 100 NT wrinkle. Personality is totally changed. So first sign, second sign, third sign. And if you're stubborn through this, then you're just basically not listening. The market is literally telling us, hey, expectations not met, expectation not met, expectation not met. That means the market is shifting. My job as a trader is to kind of listen to, it is not to interject my thought process, is to listen to what the market is telling me. Then the next part is just, I'm trying to manage risk in a meaningful way against levels that are should hold. So for example, that first trade, okay, I mean, I got in there on a switch trade there and got rolled over, but didn't want to go see 47. And then the market shifted and I took that one and made a little bit of money. Then the market did that number and I kind of decided against taking any more trades. So let's take a quick look at the rest of the indices and what is going on in this market. All right, so beginning of the month, since we started, Monday we made about 1800, 1900 on Tuesday, Wednesday is 2000, and today 3100, basically 3200. So we're up about 9 grand for the week so far on steady, methodical, signal-oriented trading. Now, let's move on from there to what the market is doing. Here we go. So ES, we are getting a potential reversal at 41.57, and that will hold up. Basically, we're trading within the kill zone of Globex, and potential breakout above 41.60 will lead us to the high 41.70. So bullish formation if it holds and trades above that 41.60 level. Crude oil failed that 96.5 test, and there was a stability price action, which was a captain set up long that really put a nice little swing of over 100 ticks. I mean, basically a 1.5 on crude oil, but that all failed yesterday, and now we are in a rotation downward. We hit target 1, 2. We're heading toward target number 3, which is 87.39. So selling pressure going on there. Weakness in Russell that is more pronounced than what you're seeing in ES or NQ. NQ and ES is stronger than what you're seeing in Russell. So that instrument, or this instrument, is a candidate for a bigger sell-off if the market turns around in any meaningful way. Gold. Yeah, look at that. They broke that channel, that downward channel that we had. They couldn't muster any strength below 71. And we have target 1 just got hit. Pullbacks are buyable against 1788.6, and you're looking for target number 2, which is 1822.6. Target number 3 is 1839.6 on a swing trade basis. So that is a higher low and a stair-step price action in gold. Bitcoin. A whole lot of noise in a range-bound market. Ultimately, the market kind of rounded down around the 24.7 thousand, 24,700, and just basically just consolidated in and around the range. Not interested in trading that type of behavior. I need a break above 23.7, or we need a break below 22.5 in order for us to be engaged actively. Right now, we are in channel number 1 short in Bitcoin. As long as 23.2 holds, we should see target number 1. Target number 2 is 22.2. Target number 3, 21.8. Anybody has any questions before we adjourn for the day? Good trading, hopefully. How did everybody do? I mean, we asked that question earlier. You guys answered it. Seems like everybody is either up a little bit or down a little bit. The majority are up money. Here we go, Adam. Good job, buddy. 2,500. Good. Just enjoy winning. Make winning a habit. Winning is a habit. I know, I just saw that. You know, I'm running my mouth talking, and there's a captain setup right there, and now they're making it captain setup switch trade. So they're, see how they're coming up to the top end of that range, top end of that Globex, the Globex band. That's a telltale, an area where you should expect strength coming into it if the market is serious. and you're seeing a bit of a fading behavior. So here is another example of expectations where you expect one thing and the market does give you an opposite signal. That's it for me, guys. I mean, made some money today. Enjoyed trading this type of price action. I mean, a couple of spots that we took a stop, but nothing serious, and we made money. Precision is a decision. Money loves structure, and we will see you guys bright and early tomorrow, Friday, and we will finish the week strong. You guys have a good one.